Hey guys, it's Quickie Baby, and this video is going to be about keeping calm and carrying on. I'm playing in the IS-2. This is the Tier 7 Chinese heavy tank. I'm in a 45%er. This matchup is lovely. I mean, I'm only against Tier 7 and below tanks, which is fantastic. But this video is going to be about when people do trollish things to you, there's two ways that you can go. And so now I'm going to show you what the trollish things are. I'm getting pushed from behind right now. I look behind me and there's a Crusader. That's cool, Mr. Crusader. I like to wait at this location to be able to get a shot off. Alright. So I turn round. I managed to actually push both of those tanks back using my weight. Now, right now, how many of you might be a bit flustered from that? You might be thinking, okay. And there are two ways that you can go. One, you can go down the I'm rather agitated, and you can try and get revenge. You can try and push the BDR down the corridor, who seems to be now AFK, just looking to his left obliviously. You might even see that the Crusader's there, and you might want to do the same thing to him back. Maybe now you just want to sit there and stop the Crusader from coming back to teach him a lesson. Now, is this going to help you win the game? Is it going to help you win the game, guys? No, it's really not. It's really not going to help you win the game. Right now, I'm doing nothing for my team, because I'm sitting there looking at this guy, who has now also gone AFK, looking to his left. What is this? Is this like... What's so interesting on the left there, guys? I don't even get it. This Crusader blocks me and then looks to his left. This BDR blocked me and now is looking to his left. I don't even know. Anyway, some things are probably best left unknown. Alright, my first shot of the game, 2 minutes in. Put a great hit off there. Get a nice bit of beta damage with the fire that we caused. And oh god, I just saw that that SU-152 is using the stock gun with heat. Or he just got a lucky HE pen. So I come round and execute the 1946, who was the best player on the enemy team. We got a very fortunate ambush shot off on him in there. Now, I've noticed by this point that our base is looking a bit unwell. But oh god, that gun had to absorb that shell. Alright, I've decided that I have to get back to base because no one else is going to do anything about it. And... you'd be forgiven for thinking that, wow, this game looks pretty damn lost at the moment. And now this is the moment. Maybe I could still be very annoyed at this BDR or the Crusader who basically just rammed into me and then went AFK for a little while and then he went off to do his own thing. I don't even know. But now this is where you have the chance to sort of make up for it. You might have got angry. Fair enough, I didn't shoot anyone. I pushed someone against their will, which I never recommend that you guys do. Whether you would argue that it was justified or not was another question. But here we go. Now it's kind of a time for a little bit of redemption. Now one of the big things in World of Tanks is that idiots happen. There are lots of trolls in the game. It's a game after all. It doesn't matter. I'm ignoring the Crusader. Oh, sorry, the Comet, not the Crusader. I want to kill this T-25AT, but I can't. Got to ignore him too. This Tiger just fired and hit my friend. But I want the Leopard. Now this is a very interesting engagement. I'm just going to pause here. This Tiger, he's no slouch. He's a good player. I didn't give him enough respect. If I'm honest with you. I really didn't give this guy enough respect. You see, I'm trying to angle my armor. He tries to snipe my cupola and he misses. I blast one through his MG port on front of his tank. He manages to shoot down onto my upper plate there. I'm looking for an effective angle again. I thought I have it, but oh my god, that's one of the few places where you can bounce off the front of a Tiger. I basically shot down onto this tiny little distance here where on his upper plate, and I bounced the shot. And right, because I bounced that shot, I'm in a hell of a lot of pressure. One thing that I've just noticed is that my IS-2 is fully upgraded. I have 1,280 hit points. This Tiger, on the other hand, has 1,500 hit points. A one-on-one against a Tiger is not what I'm interested in. He blasts me again. His rate of fire is incredible. However, I've decided that my only chance is to run away right now and to kite him for a little while. After I'm looking at what my team are doing, it looks like the Jagdpanther is winning his situation against the Comet. And that AFK BDR, at least it gave us some vision on where the Su-152 and the Tiger were. Now, I just had a quick look there and I saw that the Su-152 is on a lot of health remarkably after I was hoping that I left him on a little bit. Thankfully, this Jagdpanther, one of the few left, is one of the competent players on the team. Now you see me loading some heat just because I want to be damn sure that I'm going through this Tiger. I got pretty lucky there that the Su-152 missed, and that Jagdpanther came around and got a lovely ambush on the Tiger, and I'm going to back him up. What team play there by me and that Jagdpanther. Absolutely fantastic result, and we put it right back in this game. We've got 8 kills between us, and he's not done yet. He's going after the Su-152. Unfortunately, he got blown up by the Tiger. I want to get some revenge for him, and this is a very important shot. Fortunately, he donks out and shoots the car. He shot first, and it was the wrong thing to do. I'm quite worried at the moment because there's an Su-152 here who's got a top gun. But thankfully, and that was just incredible driving, I guess he got himself stuck on the corner, and he then tried to pull back, and that was it. That's all she wrote for the Su-152. Putting us on 6 kills. Right, so what I'm thinking now is that the enemy could be coming round here to cap. If that's the case, I need to be coming round to cap as well. I'm basically in a one-on-one with an artillery at the end of the game. I'm thinking, okay, force the cap and force him to come at me. I come around that corner slowly just to make sure that I don't get spotted with 6th Sense. And then I've elected to take a rather interesting position here. What you see me doing here is basically, I'm not going to sit behind a wreck because a skilled player will splash here. A skilled player will splash here. A skilled player will splash in the bushes. There's lots of different bushes to choose from, but a skilled player will be aiming here, 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 and here. So that means that you do not want to be here, and you especially don't want to be behind here. If you take the obvious cover location, when you're one-on-one against an artillery at the end of the game, you are playing wrong, and you're simply, more often than not, probably going to get countered by a strong artillery player. So I've elected to hang around at the back in a position where if I do get spotted, I can escape here. Because all I need to do is I need to just know where the hell he is. And if he spots me and I don't, I'm just going to get round here so that he can't hit me through the wall. Just going to speed the game up a little bit. And there he is. Sorry I ruined it a little bit there, but I shot fairly damn clutch. Taking out the M41. And that was it. That was all she wrote for the enemy team. Let's just take a quick look at the post-game stats and just have a little bit about thinking about what 2 decisions I effectively faced there. So the stats that we achieved were fairly unremarkable. We got a 3,458 experience double. We picked up the top gun, but we also got our defender. We did indeed pick up 148 base defense points, which was rather nice, and the 61 base capture points while we camped waiting for the M41 to come and attack us. Unfortunately for the Su-152, we managed to steal his top gun away from him, and commiserations to that player because he did pull off a hell of a lot of damage doing 3,200. Also commiserations to the Tiger player that we managed to outplay with a little bit of help with from our friends in the cap circle, as he did have a strong game as well, doing a couple of thousand damage. I just want to highlight a couple of things that I picked up on here. One, the IS-2 against a Tiger. Ugh, that's a pretty ugly situation, guys. The Tiger's sheer amount of health means that the pressure on the IS-2 to pen absolutely every shot that they fire is quite substantial. But more importantly, I just want to really hit home to you guys something that I'm working on. And I feel it's one of the things that I need to do to kind of take my game to that kind of next level. Now, I've played a lot of poker online. And anyone else who has played a lot of online poker will realize that when you get mad, you will play bad. If you allow things to bother you or upset you, you basically start thinking with a more primal part of your brain. What that means is that you basically become very tunnel visioned. I guess it's like a defense response, that when something that you don't understand why someone or something is doing to you, you react in a way that feels very comfortable and familiar. However, when you're trying to take in all these kind of things that you have to when you're playing these online games, that very primal response is almost exactly what you're trying to avoid. You want to remain very calm and rational and being able to absorb all the information that's available to you and then base your actions upon it. So I know I'm going on a bit here, but basically what I'm trying to say is, I got pushed. I could have turned around and shot the guy. He would have probably shot me a few times. I would have either lost health, I would have gone blue, or maybe I would have spent the rest of the game thinking completely irrationally and gone around doing absolutely nothing for my team. And there's no doubt that we would have lost. I did react to troll number 1 and troll number 2 a little bit. However, I managed to ignore them just enough to remain calm enough, be able to see the big picture and be able to get back on base on time to defend. And that meant that we won the game. So what I think anyone who watches this video can take from it is that there are a hell of a lot of trolls in World of Tanks. And if you let them bother you, then you're going to end up losing more games than you would win if you simply try and ignore them and just continue with your game. You guys may remember, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, there was a video that I was playing in the AMX 50 Foch, where I got shot right at the beginning by my own team in the Lurve, and then he proceeded to also push me out of cover that I was in and block me. However, I managed to ignore him, and he ended up being a bit of a meat shield for me at the end of the game, which allowed me to flank round and go on a bit of a kill spree with quite a lot of RNG, I will admit. Anyway, a lot of you guys always ask me, what can I do to get better? Well, this is one of the things that even I'm working on. Remaining calm, don't let the noobs upset you, and just keep calm and carry on. That is in essence what this is all about. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this has been useful to you. If it has, then please consider rating it down below. And tell me in the comments below, or even send me a replay of just this kind of situation where someone has tried to troll the hell out of you, and in the end you have just completely ignored them and you've gone on to do something rather useful for your team and probably end up winning the game because of you and you remaining calm. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.